Hey, beautiful people, and welcome to Royaire's World. If this is your first time, welcome. If not, we're so glad that you decided to join us tonight. And we are here for our life. Diva, what's up, Auntie?
Hey, Naughty, what's up,
Naughty in the
boo?
building. Hey, listen, y'all, it's Friday. We got a amazing show planned for tonight. Auntie, we talking about major pain.
Mm,
There's some major pain going on in some of these people's lives, and we got to discuss it. We got to have the conversation. We got to talk to the people.
we gotta talk to the people.
We got to talk to them, okay? So before we get too far into it, first of all, let's shout out the people who are in the building already and who have come. So shout out to Kat. Yes, I can't wait. The best of both worlds, and here we are, the best of both worlds. Period. In these YouTube
Period.
streets, okay. Shout out to Best IBK. Hello, I'm glad you decided to join me. Diva said hello to you too. Good evening, Naughty. Hey, listen, girl, we ain't seen you in a minute, boo. You got to come through one of these days, honey. We're gonna open up the chat a little bit after we get through with our commentary, so that y'all can come in the building. So, Naughty, if you're still around, come on through, baby girl. We love to see you. Hello, Best Diva said hello. Nubian, hello. Auntie Robin, welcome to the building. We are here, y'all. So, before we get too far into it, Auntie, how's your week? How was your week?
You know what? I had a good week. I mean, I can't lie. I had a really good week. But I'm glad it's Friday. Okay, but I had a good week, and I got to go see my goddaughter off tonight to her prom, and all the girls looked amazing. And I remember when she was born, when I was growing up and people used to say that, I'd be like, and now I find myself saying it, and I'm like, oh my God, okay. So I feel like it just happened like a blink of an eye. Now all of a sudden, like, she's off to college, she's gonna go to college, and so excited for her, but at the same time it's like, oh my God, yeah. But
Yes.
yeah, it was beautiful.
Listen, it's that time. It's prom season, and the seniors are graduating.
They
They're
are.
getting ready to walk across the stage. I believe your baby boy, your one and only, he getting ready to walk across the stage.
Yes, he is. He's trying to leave my mom. But you know what? I'm excited for him, and you gotta let them fly, right? And
Yes.
literally, I was telling you this earlier, Maria, that I went to one of my favorite restaurants in my town, like a
Mhm.
local restaurant, and I know her, and she's an amazing cook, but she's also an amazing person. And she was like, you gotta let him do his thing. You gotta let him do his thing. And I said, yes, you gotta let him fly, right? So I'm gonna let him fly. I'm excited for him. I'm
He's
excited.
gonna do amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
look at his mama. Y'all look at Auntie Diva. If she can do this, what else is she's capable of? Everything. Period. So yes, listen. So since we rolling on into the college graduates and the prom of it all, let's
Right.
shout out. Let's do our shout out moment, okay, y'all. So this is we shouting you out. So listen, who are we shouting out today? I have to give a shout out to the amazing New Orleans high school student, Mr. Dennis Barnes,
Go
who
ahead.
has received a record breaking $9 million in scholarship offers, y'all, from 125 colleges.
He
Okay?
did the darn thing. He better go ahead.
He did it. He
Hmm.
dipped it and did it, as Wendy told us to do. Okay, he
Yeah.
dipped it and did it. Now, this is from People Magazine, so shout out to People Magazine. Thank you. Dennis Barnes is now in the Guinness Book World of Records for his achievement, which came to him after applying for more than 200 colleges and universities
Wow.
across the country. This is what hard work looks like. This is what
Yes.
dedication looks like. This
Yes.
is what seeing your dreams come to pass looks like, y'all. This man applied to 200 colleges and got, a letter of scholarship and acceptance to over half. So
Woo.
this is crazy. This is amazing, okay? A high school student from New Orleans may have set a new record for the highest amount of scholarship money offered, according to local news in New Orleans. Barnes is a senior at International High School of New Orleans. He received, like I said, a whopping $9 million. to colleges and universities across the country, according to outlets. Okay. There was one other person in the Guinness Book of World Records back in 2019. I'm bad with names, so I ain't even gonna pronounce it, but I believe it's Kamara. Sorry.
Don't even worry about it. Yes.
8.7 million in scholarships. Diva, I didn't even know they was giving that kind of money out.
Well, you know, they it's a play in the words, because what's happening is it was from over 100 colleges, right?
Yes.
So maybe there's a ton of them that gave him full scholarships.
Yes.
And so that means that, and they're adding up all of that money across the 100 colleges, and that's where the 9 million is coming from. And if they give it to you over the whole 4 years, like say one school is 50,000, that's 200,000 right there. If they gave him a full scholarship, right?
Yes.
So that's what they're doing. But still, regardless, it's impressive. And do you have his address? Because maybe he could give 1 million. I don't need the whole 9. Maybe he could give 1 million. He could gift the million to my son, so my son could go to his school. I mean, I'm just.
We're gonna reach out to him.
His address.
Listen, we're gonna reach out to him. We're gonna reach out because it says here he is slated to make a decision on which college or university to attend May 2nd, and will graduate May 21st. So we'll reach out to him very soon. We ain't gonna let the second come on up to us quick, you know. It's just the 28th, so we'll reach out and we see what he can do for the people. We'll see.
That's we gotta see. Give me his address, his phone number, his mama and his daddy address, his auntie, grandma, something. Because honey, we need a gift. We need you to gift us. Matter of fact, I don't even need to be greedy. Gift us 200,000 and we'll be good. But no, that's all jokes aside. That is amazing. God bless to his family too in the village. You know, that helped and was behind him for all of this. So yeah, you said Diva, get on out the way of the way. I know that's right. No, I'm gonna get out the boy's way. So my son name is Christian, but we call him Chris. I'm gonna get out Chris' way. Okay, but any hip, we gonna get out. Yeah.
Share the wealth. You know, he can afford to give it at this point. I mean, because what's $9 million to him? Nothing. He got it.
He got it. Smart kid.
He is a very smart kid, you know. But shout out to Mr. Dennis. You did an amazing job. And congratulations to you. There are not many people who put in this type of work and actually receive the benefits of the work that they are putting in. So shout out to him, and you know, to his parents. We're sending prayers to you that you continue to do well and be successful in all that you do. So shout out to him. Shout out to mom and dad, if they are both present in his life, for getting him to this place, because you got to have a strong community, you know, a strong village to do something like this so majorly and be successful in it. So yes, come on, no debt. Come on
now. Holla. Listen, you know what though? They should have put his picture anonymous in the paper though. These girls are going to be coming for him. Watch out now, Dennis. Listen. Don't get tricked by Big Butt and Smile.
Dennis, we thank you for your hard work and dedication. Okay, sir, we appreciate it.
Yes. Don't get tricked, Dennis. I'm telling you, these young girls, they gonna and he got scholarships, so you know he ain't gonna be on the campus broke. He got the scholarship, so that means he got the meal plan and everything. It's already paid for. He don't have to worry about nothing. These girls are gonna try to leech on you, Dennis. Be careful.
I cannot with you. What was we listening to, Diva? It was you talking, and you were doing a video, and you said that Jonathan Major said, "Don't go out." What did his mama tell him before he left the house?
She said she had a mantra for him: no sex, no drugs, no something. You know what? I'm telling you, I'm gonna do that. I gotta tell my son that. It might be too late. He probably be like, "Get out my face." I'll be like, "No sex, no drugs." No something, she said. I gotta find out what mama said. Yeah, that's right. That girl is poison.
Okay. That part. Seriously.
Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it, Dennis. Dennis, we rooting for you.
We rooting for you, Dennis. Look, don't let us be like Tyra Banks in the other scene. We were all rooting for you. But speaking of rooting for people, Diva, you know, we was rooting for somebody else that has just fallen apart, okay? So we're going to slide over here in the hot topics or popping topics and we're gonna talk about, who we was rooting for too. So let's go, people. Listen, so we are here. Whew, Diva. This Jonathan Majors right here, this story has just it's been a lot. It has been a lot. And it's continuing to unfold. Now we remember, if you have not been up to date with this, Jonathan Majors, he was arrested back in March the 25th, right here, on charges of strangulation, assault, harassment following a dispute. Okay. Well, now the people are telling us that he or his victim has been granted full temporary protected order. Okay. And so they are not allowed to have contact with one another or through third party. Okay. Now, this recently comes after Jonathan Majors' major blow up of Creed 3. He was in Ant-Man. He was in Love Cross Country.
Yes.
He was in Wasp. The list goes on and on and on. And not only that, he was up for some major deals, Diva.
He had over 5 things in the working all the way through 2025. From Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumanium, he was going to get his own spin-off with Marvel, and it was going to be on his character Kane from that particular series. He had, what do you call it? He was about to do. He was about to play Dennis Rodman.
Yeah, so here it is right here. Shortly after Major's arrest, other industries began to disparaging remarks that potentially corrupted the behavior that alleged led to the arrest. Majors was also dropped from the Army advancement deal, the movie The Man in the Basement, the campaign for Texas Ranger, and Otis Redding's biopic. Additionally,
Dennis Rodman's biopic.
Oh, okay.
Dennis Rodman. He was going to play Dennis Rodman, like A Night Out in Vegas or something like that. Let me tell you something.
360 dropped him as well, and the PR company as well too. So
yeah, let me tell you something. When the PR company dropped him, I already knew it was major problems. Major problems, because a PR team is supposed to help you through a crisis. I'm in crisis, and you dropping me? What kind of shenanigans is that? Guess what? After I get through this particular case with this situation that I'm in, I'm suing my PR company. I want all the money I ever paid them back, because the minute I got in a real crisis, y'all dropped me. So you know what? Y'all stuck it to me. Now I'm going to stuck it to you. I'm going to give me a high profile lawyer, and I'm about to sue you. Yeah, what a fall from grace. This is terrible. It's deplorable. It's just terrible. Hey, Aaron, we see you out there. Thanks for stopping by. So here's the thing that's not looking good, right? Now, I believe, let me tell you something, because listen, people are human, right? So what happened was, let's back up a little bit. These two, him and his girlfriend, okay, whether he want to call her girlfriend, friends with benefits, whatever he labeling this chick as, right? They was out in Brooklyn at the bar. We already know, because who sung that song, Blame It on the Alcohol? Was that Jamie Foxx?
Yes, it was.
That part right there.
Jesus help us.
So, yeah, wait, hold on. What's best IP? Hey, you starting on a Friday night? Don't do that. No, Diva, he would not listen then. He's listening now. You know what? I hear you, but you know what, though? You signed up to be my PR company. You knew I was a menace to society when you was taking my money when I first signed up. So guess what? When you drop me, now it's going to be on and popping, because I'm going to sue you in the courts, right? But let's roll back the footage for a minute here. They was partying that night, right? The alcohol got the going. And, I know nobody don't like me to talk about it, but, he got body for days. So the other woman that, come on now, Royaire, right? The woman is coming out the woodworks. They look at them, they see him, they flirt with him, okay? And they give their number, okay? So they give the numbers. And so he was feeling himself. So now he in the cab. But see, if you're going to cheat, you need to read some books on how to cheat. Or ask some people who really know how to cheat, how you do that thing. But you can't be naive with the cheating and then think you're going to be cheating. You understand what I mean? Now, I'm not telling anybody to cheat. I'm just saying. So now he in the car. And he with his boo. And some other chick is texting him. And you know how the men's get. You can't see my phone. No, that ain't nobody. Stop. So she went to grabbing the phone. Now, what happened after she went to grabbing the phone and he said stop? You know, we're going to see on May 8th when he go to court. But there was some tussling and tossing. Now, I ain't saying what happened or didn't happen. I'm just saying it was some tussling going. Do you agree, Royaire? There was some over that phone.
Yes. Mm-hmm. She seen some things that she wasn't supposed to see. And she got to pulling and tugging, and he was pulling and tugging, and somewhere in there, you know, there was a you know, in my opinion, I'll just speak for me, somewhere in there, you know, they're lost some control between the two of them, and the both of them played a part in it. So I don't feel like he's, you know, just the guilty one or she's just the guilty one. Right. I feel that both of them played a part in it, you know, period.
But you know, Royaire, when she shows up with perhaps some red marks around here, in a couple bruises, some other places.
Well, let me say this.
Okay, I'm sitting up.
No, this is for Royaire.
Yes.
You can't put your hands on me and then don't think that ain't nothing gonna come back to you, male or female. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Because my mom and daddy taught me to keep my hands and feet and other objects to myself.
Wait, let me don't know. I got a little confused for a minute. You're not. Okay, let's move on.
Just move on. Ain't no confusion. It is what it is. I mean, but Diva, you can't. I'm sorry. No one has a right to put their hands on nobody. And when you do, you cannot. That's just like, I can't go out and tell your business and then be mad of the repercussions of what happens. You know what I'm saying? So you can't go out and put your hands on people and be mad at how people respond to you putting your hands on them. It's a no. Because if that's the case, then we're saying that women can hit men and then men can't do nothing about it.
Let me tell you something. Because men have the unfair advantage, like disadvantage, so to speak, however you say that. If a female gets to put her hands on you, you gotta be like, put your hands up. you gotta back away from her. You gotta be like, stop, somebody help, stop. Because if you are strong enough and all this female needs is one red mark on her, and they coming for you and your whole life is destroyed. Let me tell you something. That one night, he lost millions of dollars because of that one night. So was it worth it? I would have let her see my phone. All right, you want to see my phone? See my phone. But I wouldn't have got to the point where, you know, I'm putting hands on this shit. And you know what? Let me tell you something. You want to know the other problem where he's a big guy in terms of build. He got the muscle. That's not going to look good in court. Now, I hope his lawyers are smart and they have him wear big baggy clothes to court. I'm trying to help them. He lost his PR
if team. The clothes don't fit, they must have quit it.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh my God.
I would have him dress. I would get the dress specialist up in there and be like, don't have the clothes fit too close to his body. Because already the prosecutors can show some evidence with some pictures. You understand what I mean? Yes. I would have him have on baggy clothes. He doesn't smile a lot. He always seems to have this mug face that's kind of like, you know, a little angry sometimes when you see a lot of his pictures. I would be practicing with him right now. They only got a few days. I hope they listening. I would be practicing with him right now. Not to smile too much, because then it's going to seem like he doesn't care, but to have a softer look on his face. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes.
So he understands he's humble, but he's not looking like mug face mean, right?
Yeah.
But definitely I wouldn't have him coming in there where you can tell that he has the muscles that he has, because people are always going to assume that he's this big guy and she's this little female, and that he did her dirty. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
I understand.
Yeah. But let me give the men some advice. If you get into an argument with a female, you got to think, is this chick worth me going to jail and losing everything? Trust me, she is not. I don't care what kind of tricks that girl know. She's not. So you put your hands up.
So now we like the police, hands up, don't shoot. Like, oh my God, I cannot, people. No.
I'm telling you, put your hands up, back away, and run. No male is gonna clown you over that. Run. Now you should have pulled up the article right here where he talked about, in this article, I hope the prosecution don't find this article. See, his lawyers got work to do. They needed to scrub that article and that interview off the face of the earth. Okay.
The one that you did in your video the other day.
That part.
I was going to text you and tell you to pull that video that article up so that you could have shared it with us, but it slipped my mind.
Yeah. He clearly said, I'm still angry.
Yeah.
He's angry because his father, he has pain in his life. Okay. He's angry because his father left him and abandoned him. And wait, what's that? See, you know what? You two be playing too much. I wish we could play the music.
Oh my God. No. Oh my God. People, y'all are on fire with me and Diva tonight, and we love it. Listen, I can tell y'all one thing. Me and Diva love when y'all come in the building and y'all interact with us and y'all help us do the show. I mean, it always goes off with a hit. So we want to say thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for hitting that like button in the building. We got 21 likes and 18 people in the building. So that's good, y'all. Hit that share button. Let your friends and family know that we are on live and we having some major, major conversations, okay? Yeah. So, Auntie Diva, you pulling up that article?
I'm trying to find it.
So while you pulling that up, if you can't get it, basically what you need to do is go on over to Chronicles of the Gray Hair Diva and watch her video, her most latest video on Jonathan Majors, and check out what she shared with us. And so it just kind of pretty much talked about, him still being angry on, about his dad and his dad not being.
You got it, people. Let's talk about.
Boom! Break it down, Auntie. Break it down.
Okay, so Jonathan Majors opens up about anger towards his father who abandoned him, his relationship with his daughter, the book of poetry he is writing, and why he doesn't think he made it yet. So let's deal with first. Why did not his baby mama speak up for him? That's a very telling sign right here. Even his baby mama didn't come to his defense and say he's a good guy, okay? And why he didn't make it yet. So just days before he plays Kane the Conqueror, now he played this in Ant-Man Quantumanium, Wise Quantumanium, right? And he was going to get his own spinoff. He was going to be one of the first Black people, I believe, that got their own spinoff on Marvel. Messed it up. Because a cell phone. Listen, ain't no man on the face of this earth is going to make me mess up my money. You got to go first. I would have told him, get out the cab. I would have told the cab, pull over. Because what you're not going to do is be looking at my phone and question me. I would tell the cab, pull over. Okay? Because one of us getting out. And it's going to be you. Because I'm getting home. I'm tired. Okay, so on the big screen, Ant-Man, Jonathan Majors is opened up on a wide variety of topics. So he's 33 when he did this interview, right? He talked about his relationship with his 9-year-old daughter, Ella, who lives on the farm property Major owns in Atlanta. But they didn't say, you know what they didn't say, which I didn't like? They didn't say whether the daughter lives with him? Does he go back and forth? Or does the daughter live on that property with her mama? The mother is not being spoken about here, and something about that is not right. We got to look between the lines here. That's not good, Royaire, right? Because where's her mama? Ella got a mother. You didn't give birth to her, Jonathan.
And I have thoughts on that, but I'll let you finish up this up.
Okay, well, I'll run through it real quick because we'll let the people read. Now he's comes from a army family, right? Because his dad was in the Air Force. I'm not sure if his mother was too, and he told us in 2020 that he said, "Our Father who loved us dearly." Well, how does your Father who loved you dearly just kind of disappeared one day and resurfaced 17 years later? That ain't love, honey. He loved y'all dearly, but one day he disappeared. Y'all went night-night, and y'all woke up, he was gone, and he never came back for almost 2 decades. You went to sleep, daddy was gone. And every morning you woke up 17 years after that, he never came back. Well, you don't play. No. I'm just telling his story. That's all. Now, this is the part that's messed up, right? He says Major said in the interview that his father abandoned him for years is still a big source of anger for him. He said, "I'm still angry. I still got that dog in me that has something to prove." See, these are bad words to use, especially where he is being accused of right now. He said, "I still got that dog in me." And that's what happened in the cab. See, her lawyers, the prosecutors, they're going to tear this down. They're going to say that night you was in the cab, you had that dog in you. And
we got to remember.
And grabbed her up.
So is this her? This is the state, though, right?
This is the state.
Okay.
But they're going to pull this. They're going to pull this, and they're going to be like, "You listen. These are his words. They're going to use his own words against him. It's terrible." That's why, you know what, as a celebrity, Royaire, if you ever when you go on an interview, don't say much.
Listen.
Don't talk about your past.
We're going to be mom's doored over here, okay? Listen.
They be like, "Diva, how you grew up? Wonderful." See, I'm older. I can be like...
Come on, wonderful.
You know what? I'm old. I could be like, I don't even remember. See, I can use that. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. Listen, the dad went to buy milk. I think the dad had a whole nother family, but 17 years. Come on now. He said he had something to prove. He said to that dad, he had something to prove to that, and then we're gonna end it here. He said something to prove to that dad that left me. The acting teacher that said I wasn't. That acting teacher is messed up though. The rich kids, when I was growing up, he got a whole lot of, it's in him. You see what I mean? And listen, this tells it all. They're gonna rip him to shreds for you. I don't even want to see you at May 8th. You know what? I'm gonna go to sleep and wake up on May 9th.
Look like we did when Donald Trump won the president. Look, everybody went to bed because they already knew what it was, so we just went to bed. We already know we waking up to hell in the morning anyway, so we might as well go to bed.
On May 7th, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna hibernate until May 9th. I don't even want to hear what's going on. This is gonna be terrible. It's gonna be terrible. Okay. Now listen, this is the part that's gonna take them down. As much meditation and prayer that I do, this is no one transcends. That means nothing helps me. Adding at the pause, he said, or to be clear, I have not transcended that. Okay, I didn't get over that. Listen, y'all could go read the article. The article, pretty much he buried himself. That's why Nubia Mahogany. Say less. I'm gonna say less. They're not gonna catch me out there. I promise you that. Because they try to catch you out there with the question and get you all vulnerable, and then you be up there talking about, I hate my mother. No, you're not gonna catch me.
Look at Miss Wilson talking about dad left for a pack of coos and then return. Come on, Miss Wilson. The people agree with you, boo. Okay.
Oh God.
Never return. Here's my thought on the mom, the mother of the child. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna get in trouble when I say this, but he gives me a controlling spirit.
Yeah.
he gives me the mind frame of that you cannot speak unless spoken to. You don't speak to the media. You don't speak to friends. You don't speak to family. You don't. I really feel like, because in that article, I believe you had said, either in the article or during your video, that the little girl and the mom, you know, they live on the land that he
Well, no,
owns.
we don't know who the girl
Well, the little girl does. The little girl does.
I guess she lived there by herself.
I cannot. You know, I just really think that, it was the way that it was said in the article, his land,
Yes.
He just gives me like this master mentality, and you're my slave and you do what I say. Yeah. That's just what I get from this. Mm-hmm. I mean, and like I've been telling you from the jump, Diva, I just feel like when you look at him, he don't look like he got it all together. He looks like that there are some major issues going on deep down inside. And especially when I watched Ant-Man the other day, I just watched it with some friends the other day. Uh-huh. In that movie, he played that role too well. That role, it just rolled off of him. This evil, mean guy. He's
a good actor.
That wasn't no actor. That wasn't no
actor. Yeah, maybe good actor / him. Well, let me tell you something. Even in Creed 3, he played that role.
Well,
he played that role. Well, you know what? We wish him well.
We do.
I want him to recover from this. It's a long road to recovery. But let me tell you something. He also said, "You can't break my soul." These are his words. He said, "You can't break my soul. I'm good."
Well. You won't break your soul. So, shout out.
Royaire. Okay.
Look, I have some church. Look, we need to have some church for Jonathan Majors, because he needs some major prayer. Yeah. He needs a touch from the Lord. He needs a touch from the therapist. He needs a little touch of everything. Yeah. Because this is a real situation, and the truth is coming out the closet very quickly. And I love when you say this on your show, Diva. When you wash stuff, if it don't come out in the wash, it'll come out in the rinse, and if it don't come out in the rinse, it'll definitely come out in the dryer. Okay.
And this is his dryer moment.
Well,
because listen, let me tell you something. Because you know what, the peoples from his acting school, they petrified of him.
Yale, down at the Yale.
Down at the Yale. They wasn't used to his kind over there. They was problematic, honey.
Well, we're gonna go on into our next major pain. This guy, he really confuses me. Oh, help us, Holy Ghost, help us. Hold on, people.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. Oh. Okay.
Now, first of all, let me say this: I have received 3 different articles on this divorce. In less than a 2-week span. Now, first he had an issue with the judge. He had an issue with paying child support. Now you got an issue, with the outcome of the court. It's a lot. Okay. So here on the 24th of April, the Shade Room informed us that Tyrese calls out a racist judge for ongoing divorce. Okay. Apparently,
wait, no, hold on. Don't leave that part out. Don't leave that part out. He said he called his ex-wife a B. The judge. That's major stuff. But go ahead. They calling him Tyrese. No, because see, y'all not gonna do that right now.
He is, because you're a freaking crybaby. Like always, just whining.
Go ahead.
So Tyrese is calling out racist judge on his ongoing divorce case with Samantha Lee Gibson. The singer claims the judge called his ex-wife a bitch, y'all, while Tyrese asked him to be recused. Okay. The 44-year-old admitted in the 30-minute Instagram video, while the couple is no longer together, he has never referred to the mother of his child as a B, okay?
Never.
Never.
So check that.
Period. Now,
He's
Tyrese,
respectful. You know what? Nobody wants to give Tyrese any points. He's respectful. I never called the mother of my child a B. Come on, go ahead, finish that out. Yes, come on now, Tyrese.
in front of the public. So Tyrese will be at Fulton County Courthouse this past Tuesday at 9:30 for his divorce hearing. He called Black men, fathers, and the Nation of Islam to the civil rights attorney, and the civil rights attorney Benjamin Crump to join him outside the courthouse. Now, here's where I had a problem. Our dear, wonderful, excellent attorney Benjamin Crump,
right,
is out here dealing with some real, and not to diminish what you got going on, but he out here dealing with some real racial cases.
Right.
Some real problematic things. Some issues that people's life can't come back from.
Facts.
And you calling him over your child support case and your divorce situation?
Well, some serious stuff went down, Royaire. Now, see, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Because you got a person that cries wolf all the time.
There you go.
People, when he speaks the truth, people don't want to hear it.
It diminishes the message.
But that's not fair. That's not fair because he has a message that needs to be heard. And listen, his dictation that before he went to court, all the stuff that he said, he had some valid points. Now, it took him about 3 hours to say it all, but he had some valid points. And I think it's unfair for us not to hear him out in his points that he made, because he made some good points, whether you like it or not. One of the points he made was that they had a prenup. He said it was 60 pages. He said corner to corner. That's what he said. Okay. 60 pages in his prenup. And he said in that prenup, they said they both agreed that if they wanted to fight anything in court, they would both pay for their own lawyers. She reneged. That, so he has a legitimate point there. And now she wants them to pay for lawyers. Now, what he's saying the judge did, he is correct. He said the judge asked them, how much are you paying for your other child and child support? Now, the other child lives in California. She lives in Atlanta. He said $10,000. And then the judge said, okay, well, you're going to pay this other one $10,000. And he's like, hold on, wait a minute. How you do the math on that? One lives in Cali, the other one lives in Atlanta. It don't cost $10,000 to take care of a kid in Atlanta. So I
beg to differ.
Okay, you know when I'm usually down with the child support and pay for your child, right? But also I would also say this. He added this, and this was another good point that he made. He said you can't say someone's a bad father if their job is to be an actor, a singer, and they got to go on tour and all that to put the food on the table, right? And then the parent that is with the child 24/7 is the better parent. I do agree with that. That's not fair. That's what kind of Melody, and I said this in my thing too, my video too. That's what Melody is kind of going through with Martell. It's like, because I gotta work, you understand what I mean? And do all these things, that doesn't make me a bad parent. So he had, I know y'all call him Tyrese, but he has some good points. That's all I want to say. Go ahead, Maria.
Okay. So, in my opinion, $10,000 for a child in Atlanta, I feel like it's very appropriate, especially when you're Tyrese's daughter. I live a certain lifestyle, you live a certain lifestyle, so we all must live a certain lifestyle, and I expect it to continue on. But anyways, so he complained about that, and I guess this is my issue. I just feel like it's never any satisfaction for Tyrese. Like, it's always a problem. And then when the problem is solved, here come another problem. Where here go the next problem, y'all. So, I mean, he had the court hearing, and here it goes. Tyrese said that he is inspired to fight for dads after being ordered to pay $650,000 in child support case. Okay, now this is where I struggle, Diva, because I used to be a child support caseworker, right? And so though she signed the prenup,
she signed it. Come on now.
She's been invested into this relationship.
No, she left him
after being invested into this relationship. Who wouldn't leave someone who continuously has a problem all the time? Because let's bring back history. Do you remember this?
You playing games, but no,
let's keep it real now.
You go ahead.
Everywhere Tyrese goes, there's a problem. And then when you get into the problem, you flip-flop on the problem. Because at first he was with Van Diesel when all of this was going down, or with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Then you flop and got with Van Diesel. It's the back and forth for me. You're okay with paying child support, but then you're not okay with the amount that is court ordered for you to pay. This ain't like the judge just slapped it on the paper and said, here, this is what you need to pay. These are legally law-binding numbers because the child didn't come into the world and said, I want my daddy to be an actor. I want my daddy to be a singer. I want my daddy to be a star. That's what you chose to do. And so when you made that decision, you come with the repercussions of that comes with that decision. So you got married, you had a kid. To me, if you're problematic out here in these streets, you're problematic in your marriage, and she was tired of putting up with it. Now, are we speaking facts or are we speaking facts?
No, we're not speaking facts because you tell me the date that he married her.
I don't have all of that.
No, I want you to look it up because the reason why I'm asking that because I want to make a point. She knew who Tyrese was before she married him. She knew he was an R&B singer, an actor, and whatever else he does, and that he goes on tour. She knew what she was signing up for, and the only reason why I want to know the date is because I'm trying to
2007 to 2009.
Okay, and when did this Fast and Furious series start?
He started in the Fast and Furious series because they've been around for a while, but he was not in the original Fast and Furious. So you ask some questions that I don't. But
you see the mathematics I'm trying to do here, right? So my thing, my thing is he was probably already having the beef with The Rock.
No, because they were good. You got to go back and read this article.
No. I'm saying that I know that the Rock and Tyrese was good for a minute, but then they fell out. I'm trying to see when they fell out in comparison to when the wife came into his life. Do you follow what I'm saying? I'm saying that the breadcrumbs was there. She ignored them.
2017.
So that's when he met the wife?
No, that's when him and The Rock fell out.
Okay, so when did he meet the wife?
In 2007.
Okay, you said in 2007?
Mm-hmm.
No, you sure that's not the first wife? The first baby mother? I'm not going to fight you right now. But Diva, you left out a Coca-Cola spokesperson. Wait, Kat, tell me what happened with that.
What's the Coca-Cola spokesperson?
I don't know.
Hold on, I'm still researching. Hold on, y'all. Work with this.
While you're researching, Royaire, let me present something real quick.
Samantha.
And you still look.
Where was that?
I'm gonna share, okay?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hold on, guys. We can't listen to this whole thing because he goes on and on. Mm-hmm.
For 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Turn this off.
All right, y'all. Happy Saturday. I jumped on real quick to discuss an invite. Okay. I got to be back in court about this divorce with Samantha on Tuesday. The address.
You giving the address
where the court case is going down at
mm-hmm.
is 185 Central Avenue in Atlanta, Georgia. Okay. Fulton County Superior Court.
He's gonna listen 2 minutes.
This is me
mm-hmm.
wanting to invite the press and the media, Atlanta Journal, my girl Sharon Reed, all of TMZ, press, blogs, and media. This is my personal invite. Why am I doing this? I want y'all to understand that there is a very big difference in somebody going into a court system
mm-hmm.
as a Black man and as a Black father who wants nothing more than to maintain his relationship with his children. Whether the marriage or the relationship works out or not, that's between myself and the mother of my child or my ex-wife. But when you have a racist, an obvious, blatant racist sitting on the stand as a judge, that doesn't sit well with me.
Talk to Royaire.
There are so many things that have happened with my case, fighting to have them to literally do what's according to the law.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing illegal should come in my way, and nothing illegal should go her way.
Trying to be.
We want to do things according to the law. There is nothing more uncomfortable than someone who knows the law, who knows their rights. So, for all of the press and media, from TMZ to Ebony to Essence, and all of the other mainstream media outlets, you guys know that you have to go online and you have to file what's called a rule.
I don't know how to speed it forward, but you get the point. The brother just wants justice, okay? He asked TMZ, Ebony, People Magazine, Time Magazine. He asked everybody to come help him out and fight his case. So, Bedside, thank you so much. You said that Tyson Gibson, Samantha Lee Gibson marriage was on February 14, 2017 to the present. Thank you, Bedside BK. So that means, Royaire, that means that sister knew who he was when she got married. So she got into this looking for a bankroll. Okay, she knew he was problematic because at that point, wasn't he already fighting with The Rock?
No, they did not get into their fight until September of 2017.
You know what? You gonna stop? I'm not fooling.
Well,
with
that's what it said. That's what it said. I'm reading the facts. You told me to pull up the facts. That's what I did.
Yeah, I ain't fooling with you. And you're asking why didn't his prenup hold up? Because that's what that brother is trying to fight for right now, people. Y'all got to be fair. I know y'all don't like it, but y'all got to be fair. Order in the court. Y'all being just like that judge he's calling racist. The judge that called his wife a B.
We calling Tyrese out for the games that we've been seeing him play all these years. And the judge sees it too. You know, all of a sudden now you want to start fighting for Black fathers and making sure that they're, getting their due treatment, all of a sudden, child, bye. Get out of here, sir.
He's trying to help the Black fathers.
You're another major pain in our ass. You've been a pain. You continue to be a pain.
But Best IBK, listen, he has 60 pages that and they both signed it.
I can't.
He said 60 pages, corner to corner, and they both signed it. Yo, listen. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It is what it is. We know that this man has been problematic, and he's got to go right along with Jonathan Majors. And at the end of this episode, Diva, for our message in the mess, we gonna read these people. We gonna read them. We're gonna get them together, and hopefully they can stop causing the pain. because not only are they causing pain to themselves, but pain to others that are around them. And speaking of pain to others that are around them, we might as well go on right into this guy.
Ooh, child. Toxic table. Okay. He talking toxic. He's messy.
The toxic talking toxic. Look, they said it take one to know one, okay?
That part.
So this is shout out to Vibe. Nick Cannon calls Red Table Talk the toxic table following show's cancellation, okay? Now, Nick Cannon apparently was not a fan of Red Table Talk, calling it toxic following the news of all Facebook Watch shows being canceled. Now, Diva, do you know what Facebook Watch is?
Facebook Watch is it. All it is I think you got it too with premium.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess it's too late to go check it out. While discussing the news, news on his AMP show, the Daily Cannon co-host Courtney B announced the show's cancellation, in which Cannon responded, "Good. There was no Red Table Talk. Then he would have, if there was no Red Table Talk, then he wouldn't have slapped the SHIT out of Chris Rock." Nick added, referencing host Jada Pinkett Smith, husband Will Smith slapped Chris Rock during the 2022 Oscars, of course. I'm talking about the toxic table, he replied, leading to his co-host. Too much honesty can get your ass slapped in the face. We've seen this, that the table was toxic. They made all them memes about my brother Will and that table. Cannon went on to say the Smiths were considered royalty at one point, but thanks to the show, became known for oversharing instead. They brought us to the table. Like, I don't want to know all of this mess about y'all. Some stuff just want to mind my Black-owned business, okay? I don't want to be all up in everybody's kitchen. Keep that stuff to yourself, okay? So
you know what? Let's get into this. Get into this. He got the nerve. You talking about something being toxic? You got 6 baby mothers, 12 kids, okay? Half of your kids was all born in the same year, a few months apart from each other, and you want to talk about toxic and you don't want to be all up in the kitchen. Everybody's all up in your kitchen, bro. Just because you're not sitting at a red table to talk about it, it's still all up in your business. You're messy. You're toxic. And now, you know what, to me, you just wanted a viral moment. He does anything now for shock value, but he wants to swear he's so zen and he prays and I'm sending good vibes. And he's claimed out of his mouth, he doesn't do anything low vibrational. When you talk about people that's low vibrational, okay, everybody throws around these words and they don't mean it, okay? That is low vibrational, to sit there on your show and talk about how the Red Table Talk was toxic, okay? And he's supposed to be your friend. Now, let me be clear about Will Smith. And you know, I take up for Will Smith all the time, okay, about the forgiving and all of that stuff. But let me say this about Will Smith. They, in some way, shape, or form, and y'all know how I feel that he should be forgiven or whatever, but in some way, shape, or form, just like everybody else in the world, his karma came. Do y'all remember the first Aunt Viv, who was dark-skinned?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Aunt Viv had a lot of stuff to say about who Will Smith was. Nobody believed her. Nobody believed her. And Aunt Viv said that Will Smith blackballed her in Hollywood for years because everything that happened between them. He swore up and down he didn't. And remember when they went to go do the Prince of Bel-Air reunion? They finally made up at the decades. And now Will Smith, he gets slapped, and now he knows what it's like. It feels like to be blackballed. So Will Smith, his indiscretions, because he was Hollywood's it, person, boy, like, so to speak, his stuff was swept under the rug for a long time. I think Nick Cannon went from being the like the in person, especially when he was with Mariah Carey and he had the 2 kids. And then fine, when he divorced Mariah Carey and then he got with Brittany Bell and he had 1 kid and then 2 kids, it was still fine, right? But then when he spun out of control and start having kid after kid, year after year, year after year, Nick Cannon is into the foolery. His vibrations is very low right now. And this little nonsense he's saying that the Red Table Talk was toxic, I think that's messed up, especially if you consider Will Smith as friend. It's messed up. It was a low blow. Yes, his turban is too tight.
I cannot. You know,
you know what? Wait, hold on 1 second. Robin said, Diva, what makes you think Will is unforgiving? Many people just don't like him, and it reads like he's unforgiving. Oh, he is unforgiving when everything he does right now, nobody is playing it, and people are still dragging him for filth over this slap. He is unforgiven by a whole bunch of people, okay? Listen, that movie, and you know, people want to say, oh, because it's a slave movie. There's been millions of slave movies made. They made Harriet Tubman. That's a slave movie. And the people loved it. The people wasn't dragging the Harriet Tubman movie for filth. Okay, so he made this slave movie, and they're like, oh, I don't want to see another slave movie. No, y'all want to dog Will Smith, because I didn't get to see it yet because I'm waiting for it to come on one of my channels that I paid for free, like Netflix or something like that. But I heard it was really good. Like, I'm not paying for another streaming system, Royaire. I'm sorry, I'm not paying for Apple TV and all that. I'm not. I got enough stuff. Okay, because the $2.99s, the $3.99s, the $5.99s, the $19.99s, and the $15.99s, they all add up. Not enough. I'm done.
They add up quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Yeah, and I still got cable, so I'm paying my $200 cable bill, and then I'm paying probably about another $100. I try to ignore it, or $200 in all these side things. $1.99. I pay for my son Apple Cloud. Get that thing off my bill.
We need storage. Okay.
Listen, look at this thing. Yeah.
But you know, the people, we got some major problems. And Diva, we're gonna go on and just scoot on over into our message in the mess.
Okay.
You know, because this is a mess.
Yes, it is.
These 3 people got a huge mess on their hands. We got one individual who's, you know, prepping for court. Yes. And the interviews and the allegations
too.
Ooh.
Because Jonathan Majors is going to court. Tyrese left court, but he got to go back.
We dealing with Jonathan?
Yeah.
We you know, and his problem, and the problem with his is, see, all of his stuff from the past is starting to come and creep back up and fall out the closet.
It is.
You know, and then we got
trying to get out the closet for a while. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been trying to get out the closet for a while, but now it's busting loose. I want to know who his daughter live with in Atlanta.
She live on the property by herself, baby. She out there raising herself, milking the cows and chopping the chickens' heads off and feeding herself, baby. She out there taking care of her grown self, okay? Major problems. But you know what, Diva? I want to take this, you know, from an Iyama Van Zandt standpoint.
Yes.
And I want to say, you know, how many glasses do we need to put on to see that we all have some major, you know, there's some major dysfunctions going on with these men. And I'm like, Iyama, I want to pick the right pair that's going to help them see, you know, what's going on? Like, which one do I need to see through? And I think, you know, a lot of these men, their issues being, oh, I took my real glasses off. Hold on now. I can't see for real. A lot of their issue is, you know, Jonathan has father issues.
Yes.
Dad left for 17 years.
Yeah.
And popped up all of a sudden as if he had been there the whole time. You know, Nick Cannon has spoken about his upbringing and the different, you know, situations and volatile issues he's been through. And Tyrese, I mean, he just been a problem since day one. He was a problem in the music industry. He's a problem in the acting industry. You're a problem in your marriage. I mean, you just a problem across the board. And I really think for me, the message for these gentlemen is that you need to figure out what is hurting you so bad, and you need to deal with that hurt. Because not only are you hurting yourself and others around you, but now, and especially for Nick Cannon, you passing off this hurt to 12 generations. 12 generations who did not ask to be here. Jonathan Majors, this poor girl, fortunately enough, she lived on the land somewhere, so she probably really doesn't know what's going on. But eventually this story will be told, especially if they found you guilty, sir. And I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what the outcome is going to be. I don't know what happened. But either way, you need to deal with that out in that interview, because that anger, that type of anger, dog anger, that anger will have you taking someone out. Yeah. And for Tyrese, sir, I just want you to get in a corner.
Not a corner.
I want him to find a corner.
Okay.
I want him to find a good doctor.
Oh, wow.
I want him to find some medication.
Wow.
And I want him to pay this $10,000. It would be one thing if he didn't have it. It would be one thing if you
I got it. I gotta pay it to somebody.
Yes. Because you're paying it to. It's not somebody. You're paying it to the child that you brought into this world. Now we have to remember, Diva, child support is for the what? The child. And so this child is accustomed to live in a certain way. Just because we divorce, that custom don't stop. It continues on, whether I'm in your presence or not, because you brought me into this world. But those are my messages for this.
All right, I'll give my message, and if you want to drop the link for the people to come up for 5 minutes or whatever, I'll give my message. My message to Jonathan Majors. I don't know what happened, but this is just a general message. You gotta keep your hands to yourself. Touching other people with your hands.
And the same for ladies. Keep your hands to yourselves.
Oh, okay. Okay. Okay, let me sit up because it's serious. Yes. Jonathan, keep your hands to yourself. I don't condone cheating. But if you're going to cheat, if the person thinks that they're your girlfriend and you're going to cheat, you need to learn how to do it. So is everything good? Okay. You need to learn how to do it. Okay. So figure that part of your life out. Now, when it comes to Nick Cannon, I think Nick Cannon is all about the foolery these days. And I hope he grows up. I really hope he grows up, because I'm feeling like, Nick Cannon needs to grow up. And then as for Tyrese, I listened to his story. On his Instagram. I mean, it was long. It was really long. And all I got to say is this. I feel like, he has some valid points. Just because we don't like a person, and we drop the links, guys, just because we don't like a person, that doesn't mean that person is just wrong with every single word that comes out their mouth. Okay. So I don't know what else to say about that. But in all three of these cases, I wish them well. How much time you giving him, Diva? Who? Jonathan Majors? Listen, I don't know, to be honest with you, I don't know what the laws are on this assault thing. I don't know. It's I really have this particular situation. I feel so many ways about it. But the first way I feel, I'm gonna be very honest with you. The first way I feel is that if he truly did what he's being accused of, then he needs to do the time. That's a point blank period. Whatever their time is, or whatever fines, or whatever he gets in terms of Jonathan Majors, he needs to do that time, because there's no reason, especially over a phone, that you need to grab on somebody. Oh, you mean Nick to grow up? Let me tell you, I think it's a wrap for Nick. This is who he is. This is who he is, and now he's into the whole foolery of it all. Nick Cannon's into the whole foolery of it all. I mean, because how old is Nick Cannon? He's in his 40s, correct?
Mm-hmm.
He's in his 40s. I mean, in your 40s, you want to still act the fool? Doesn't make sense to me. Now, we dropped the link in case anybody want to come up. But if y'all don't want to come up, it's Friday night. We're going to go ahead and close this thing out. But, we dropped the link. The link is out there. Kind of started, in case y'all want to come up and chat with us really quickly. And, if y'all got something y'all want to say.
Yes, we have dropped the link. Sorry. Girl, I thought somebody was trying to break up in the house.
I was scared for you, too. I was about to call 911. I was like,
you gotta call 911 from New Jersey. Yes. Come on.
Okay.
Listen,
I'm about to call 911.
Look, we're not about that life. We was about to lock and load, okay? Yes, but wow, what a night, Diva. What a night. People, I have dropped the link, so if you want to come in and share your thoughts and opinions, please do come in. We are ready to receive you. I want to say thank you to everyone thus far who has been in the chat. Y'all have made tonight amazing, as always. I want better for these gentlemen. Yes. All jokes aside, I know we laugh and kiki and have fun, y'all, but all jokes aside, I want them to really fix the problems that they have going on, because like I said, you got generations behind you that are watching you. Nick Cannon's got 12 children who are watching him go out and continuously have sexual intercourse with these women, that you do not want to be with eternally. And imagine how that makes the children feel. Right. As far as Tyrese, it was just really problematic for me that just now you want to start standing up for the fathers and for the dads who been mistreated. Where you been in the past?
Don't do that.
10 years. No, seriously though. I mean,
don't do that.
If it's been such a problem, where you been at?
He didn't realize it was a problem until he went through it itself. You know what I mean? You're not going for that?
We are in the year of our Lord, 2023.
I ain't fooling with you.
You ain't finna tell me that you just now recognizing that fathers are out here having issues.
Well, he didn't realize how bad it was until he went to the court and experienced itself. Now, this judge, I'm gonna be all jokes aside, this judge sounds very problematic.
Oh yes. Now the judge out of pocket, out of line. Yeah. And so he did say, I seen someone in the chat said that he should have requested a new judge. He did request for a new judge. It just never happened. And we got to remember.
What he said was the judge sealed their case illegally. And he said the judge sealed the case because he doesn't want anybody to see the foolery and his misconduct and everything like that. So the judge sealed the case. So yeah, and he is pretty versed on the law, because he must have said 10 times, y'all just file this and y'all could come in the courtroom and record yourself. And he said, I don't care if you're a blogger with 2 subscribers or 20.
Do anything for clout.
He just wanted coverage. He just wanted coverage at that courtroom. Now that's a lot. Because you know what though? I feel like this judge really probably was doing him a little dirty and trying to stick it to him because he is a celebrity. I do believe, as he stated, that he lost jobs because once you put a narrative out there about somebody, it kind of never goes away. And that's the part that Jonathan Majors, that's the battle he's going to be working against, right? So he said he lost a lot of jobs as a result of, the things that was put out there about him from the first baby mother. It's a lot, but
let me ask you this. Do you think if he is found innocent and, his entertainment company or his management and his PR, all these people that have dropped him, can he file a lawsuit against them for prematurely making a decision based off of non-facts?
I feel like, first of all, I know me for sure. I'd be suing that PR company because that's the definition of who you are, right? For sure, I would be suing them. Now, in terms of the Army, would because of just the situation period, they didn't really say they let him go, but they did block the commercials, and rightfully so, because the Army has some problematic things with him, you know, and with them in terms of them ignoring different domestic violence and stuff like that issues. So I did get why the Army was like, no, we got to shut this down right away because we can't even have this bad thing associated with us. Marvel didn't drop him yet, and they're waiting for the outcome of the court case because they don't want to be sued. Right. So they're just kind of laying low with that. They didn't drop him, but they didn't say, we're moving forward with his projects or whatever. Yeah. So I think there's a lot of smarter ones that are kind of waiting until the 8th to see what happens. And then once whatever happens, they're going to go for it. But hearing that the prosecution is just lining up people, person after person after person after person, I feel like on the 8th, they're about to slam dunking on him. Like
they're going to slaughter this man.
They are.
He's going down. And
you said it. It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bloodbath.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bloodbath. I was like, what is the 8th on? Is that a Monday?
I want to say it's a Tuesday.
Is it a Tuesday?
Hold on, I'm about to look and see.
I was going to say, can I roll down to the city?
It's a Monday. It is
a Monday. I wonder what time his case is going to be. I may have to roll down to the city. See if I can
Tyrese done told you what you can do, girl. Go on and fill out the paperwork.
But you know what? I want to say, I know when he was saying that, I was like, ooh. But I want to say in New York courts, it's a law that you can't record.
Okay.
So maybe in courts where the law is not as such, you can file that. But I don't think I would be able to file it in New York where, it's not, acceptable. Because didn't some of those bloggers get in trouble with the Tory Lanez case?
There were some, yes.
Remember some bloggers got in trouble because...
And that was in California, I believe.
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
I believe so, yeah.
Nick calling the podcast toxic, ain't that that part right there? The pot calling the kettle black, and he is on the hunt for another baby for the baby number. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Nick, sit your butt down. I know that's right. Well, nobody's coming to join us tonight, Royaire, because we threw we do a last call here. We matter of fact, you pinned it, right?
I did pin it. I did.
Yeah, we threw the link out there if y'all want to come chat with us really quickly. If not, we're gonna, let y'all have your Friday night and go ahead and get out of here. We put it down in there again, just in case y'all didn't see the pin.
There you go. There you go, people. Listen, if not, we're going to wrap this thing up. Y'all can still come on in if you want to, but I'm going to go ahead and do our closing remarks, as the church does. We're going to give our final, closing benediction before we are blessed out.
All right, what's the benediction? What's the
benediction? I want you guys to go over the Chronicles of the Gray-Haired Diva. Diva, if you can figure out how to drop Hey, my girl Paige running from Boy Smoke. Hey.
Y'all should have already know once you dropped that link and I saw it, baby. We about to get it going. I need y'all to hit that like button, subscribe, leave a comment so you can be notified about the Royaire's court and all the things that are going on. But I just came to, join in on the festivities because I saw you drinking your little wine and your little schnapps and whatnot. But I talk about my Jonathan Major, so you know me.
What's your thoughts and opinions? Give it to us.
This is tough because he was someone I was really starting to like, oh my God, there's another
button for you.
How dare you? And honestly, I just feel like Bernadine from Waiting to Exhale, just rending my garments, taking them off the hangers and just throwing them in the car and burning. Like, how could you do this? How? And so I'm caught in a rock and a hard place because at the one end, I want to see when everything comes out on May 8th. Like, what is this nuclear bomb they're gonna drop in this court case. But another thing, I'm just looking like it's damning enough that you're losing all these endorsements. But the thing that was worse is when no one came out to defend his character. And they defended Homeboy's character, who said what he said about Black women getting, SA'd. And so I was like, the fact that no one came in your defense, to me, I was like, that's deafening. But then again, maybe he's just like keeps to himself. I'm trying to like be objective here, be like, let's get all the evidence and see, because let's be fair, someone can easily say something about either one of us, and then people will just run with it, and then people will not want to hear all the facts. So he deserves his day in court. If he was the abused and the girlfriend was beating him up, okay, give us proof of that, but it don't look too good. Like, Molly, you in danger, girl.
Listen, you know what, Smoke? They say where there's smoke, there's fire.
Mm-hmm.
He got a burning inferno somewhere, because it don't look good.
A burning bush.
A burning bush, because like you said, I mean, for no one to come speak up to your character, and not even Michael B. Jordan.
And that's supposed to be his bestie, was all hugging up on him on the carpet.
That's his little bro.
Look, listen, Hollywood people say a whole bunch of stuff until the tough times come up. We'll see.
That part. And even if he would have said something clean, like, let me tell you, for Michael B. Jordan in the position he is, it's smart publicity not to say a word, right?
Right.
But as a friend, to not even say, listen, the person I know, the Jonathan I know, that's not who he is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to not say nothing at all, it's like, the silence is speaking volumes.
Right.
The silence is speaking volumes.
As much as I like him, I'm looking like, ooh. I was like, I'm like, the fact that not even no one can account for that professionally. I'm talking professionally. No one in your profession who has worked with you or even went to school with you can vouch to be like, nah, that ain't him. I am a bit worried, and I'm honestly scared of who's gonna come out and say about their experience with this man. Because
it ain't looking good. Listen, Yale, the people over there at Yale, Smoke.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't have too many good things to say.
And that's the crazy thing is, I know people who went to school with him, and so I'm like, they're kind of like, they're not even talking about it, at least as far as I know. When I say that, I mean like not openly saying like what happened, but one of the people that I know, who they were a teacher of mine, they joke around and said, what happens at Yale stays at Yale. So they don't talk about the ins and outs and stuff that happens in drama school, because drama school, especially conservatory, it's a very interesting place, because you reveal yourself to people, and some people are neurotic and like they take their art very seriously, and their passion can sometimes be what's the word when you their passion can be like I guess it's like, oh, he's like angry or something to that effect, where it can be taken in the wrong light. But I'm like, I don't know, I'm also trying to understand, like, if this man has been like borderline so-called quote unquote psychotic or abusive in an artistic setting, I'm not understanding why no one reined that in or checked them. I was like, you can still be talented, but talent should not be a license for you to do whatever you want and terrorize your peers and colleagues in the workspace.
Whew, that's all I can say. It's sad. It's, you know what? Many people failed him prior to this moment.
Agreed.
Many people failed him prior to this moment, and that's what makes it even sadder. It's like, it's almost like a you and your type and Smoke. It's almost like I don't know. It's almost like they say with children, like, you can't just let them get away with everything, because then they're going to be a menace to society when they grow up. It's like that. I don't know. But hey, Robin, how you doing? What are your thoughts?
Hey,
Real quick,
Robin.
I'm sorry. Best Stop BK said Tory Lanez case is on the 8th as well. So it looks like we got 2 major cases.
Oh, y'all got a busy week. Y'all gonna have a busy week.
Busy.
But, sorry, Auntie Robin, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say what Smoke said, because I've been saying that for a long time. It's crazy that no one's come out for him. And then when you talk about Michael B. Jordan, they were playing the buddies from a buddy movie doing their press junket. But you know what? Two things about that. Number one, they're both actors, and Michael B. Jordan has come a long way from his stint as Reggie and a really horrible actor on All My Children to where he is today, because he really had us believing they friends. I mean, at least he could have just said that. But I will always remind myself and everybody else, something I learned working in politics, but it's true for life for many people. No permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. And I think that's where they fall down on. And yeah, I admit it doesn't look good, but wouldn't it be really interesting if he were found not guilty, if he were exonerated of this one event, and keeping it isolated from what we're told is other people stepping forward? I say there's no way that he's going to come back ever in the full sense that was expected for his career. But there's going to be a lot of crow that he can serve. He'll probably be even more angry than he said he was in that interview. But I want to see that. I want to see what happens. I'm waiting for that to play out, just like I'm waiting to see what happens with Michael Irvin, the ex-pro football player who was accused of behaviors at the Super Bowl, dismissed. And we saw the videotape of where something was supposed to happen, and what they say happened didn't happen, but he's still sidelined and off the air. So I lay in wait, and I wait for everything to be adjudicated.
Yeah. That's the only thing I'm mad about this Jonathan Majors case is we won't be able to see it live. And I feel like I've grown to love some of the legal channels that are on YouTube, because the people, they break it down in a way that's digestible and it's in layman terms where we understand the workings of the court and the judicial system. And I feel like we're not going to get the full story with reporters going in and giving us their version of events and how they saw it. So I'm no Diva. If you want, I may play hooky with you if you're willing to go on the 8th. I will show up in my all black like I'm about to bury a long lost relative with my veil, and we can get popping.
But
you know what's
interesting about that though? We talked about this a couple of days ago when I was watching The View. As much as people were saying things about Don Lemon on The View, they all came to defense. I mean, you had people coming.
They did.
And so that is strikingly different.
Yeah. But also, he's new.
Back on Don Lemon.
He's new though. He's new to this A-list Hollywood life. Don Lemon has tenure. So even if he is, when I say tenure, he's been in the game for a amount of years. Jonathan Majors has been out there for 7 years ish, if you count when he graduated from school. Right. So he's still considered new, and this was supposed to be his blow up, this Marvel thing, and now that's in jeopardy. Do you know how much he's supposed to get for the next Avenger movie he was going to be in? $20 million off of one.
Do you know how much he got paid for Creed? No, this is funny. You know how much he got paid for Creed?
How much?
$200,000.
Really?
I read that just yesterday or today. Because
wow.
when I saw the thing about 20 million, it reminded me of Taraji P. Henson.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and how she broke down the math.
Yeah, when she was in Benjamin Button, and then it made me think. When Diva was saying, "Well, what about his team? They're giving up all this money." I was like, "Well, I wonder how much he got paid." And when I did that, Googled it, I said 200.
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
that's sad because he was a main character. That movie wouldn't have been the same without him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, does anybody else have any thoughts and opinions before we wrap this up and close out the night?
Yes, Tyrese Gibson, my oh my.
My.
That is one sorry black man.
Come on, Smoke. Talk about it.
Because the behavior is very uncouth. You I don't understand these men. You lay with women without protection. You have these children. The mother probably don't want to be with you, and now you're making her pay. If you don't want these issues, put a goddamn rubber on it. It's not that hard. It really is not that hard. I promise you. So I'm just over the complaints and him being bitter about stuff. The judge say pay $10,000 for the kid, pay the goddamn $10,000. Keep it moving. You were in the Fast and the Furious, and that now that's about to be over. So you might as well step into your next role of being a good daddy, or at least trying to, and doing your responsibilities. But I'm just like Tyrese and like the crying on social media. Honestly, I feel like he's a toned down version of Kanye, with him like doing all the stunts and the shenanigans, trying to get people to like, I'm a black father and I'm gonna lead a march. You ain't gonna lead no goddamn march. You need to march your life and get that together and straighten out. Like, you ain't been the same since Paul Walker has moved on. Like, what's going on?
Lord, now I wouldn't even fight anybody who claimed, if he claimed mental illness, you know how we were talking the other day? Mm-hmm. I just give it to him. Certified or not.
It was I sought that shade. Oh my God. He needs to pay that white. Oh, it was a white baby mama? Oh, child. Oh, no.
They were in a movie together. She's a British actress.
Which is why I kind of feel like the judge was behaving the way he was. Yeah, but wow. Anything else, people? Anything else?
I'm gonna let Smoke live because it's Friday night. Because we would get into it about this Tyrese thing.
Well, let's do it. Let's do it.
I'm saying. I only got 4 minutes.
We're gonna catch you on the next spin around the room. We're gonna catch you around the next spin around the room. But we're gonna talk about this, Smoke, because
we do. You got my number. Put it in the group chat. If you're really about it, put it in the group chat. I'm ready. I got a whole weekend. And I'm hydrated. Let's go.
Oh, and you hydrated. So am I. Let's get it.
And so am I. Period.
You dehydrated now.
Well, thanks, y'all. It's been fun.
It's good.
That's right. The challenge.
Let's do it. You can roll up anytime. We can get it.
You know what we're gonna have to do right here? We're gonna have to do another court. I see a court coming. Coming. Diva's court.
Oh yes.
I see it as well.
Okay, let's go ahead and wrap this up, Royaire, because I ain't trying to hurt nobody tonight.
But Smoke, Auntie Robin, thank you for coming through the building. I'm gonna just drop y'all down. If y'all want to stay backstage, you're more than welcome to. Okay.
Yes.
All right, good night.
Good night. Appreciate y'all support and love. Auntie Diva, closing it out.
Yeah.
Anything you got to say? Any announcements? Anything?
No, I said everything. I hope y'all caught my gems. I said.
The lies. But listen, y'all. Listen, period. As I give the benediction, I want to thank you all for joining me tonight over on Royaire's World. Thank you, Diva, for coming over. Y'all, please go over to Chronicles of the Gray-Haired Diva and hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell on all. Watch all of her videos. Hit that like button, y'all, and make sure that you stay tuned to her channel, okay? I mean, she always got beautiful content over there. It's always positivity, love, and happiness. So here it is, Chronicles of the Gray-Haired Diva. Y'all go over there and hit that subscribe button. And make sure you're joining in on the conversation with the community over there, okay? And then while you're here, if you have not already, hit the like button on this video. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. We over here in Royaiere's World, we got plenty of content. I upload every day. So does Diva. We upload multiple times a day. So y'all check. Look, we trying to get in on these shorts, y'all. So watch our shorts. Join us. We're going to be doing some polls here soon. Oh, I almost forgot, Diva. Also, if you missed last night, oh, what a night. Dear Mama, we are reviewing that, y'all. We reviewed Dear Mama with Tupac Shakur and Athena, I believe. Athene. Sorry if we pronounced it wrong. But y'all go check that out. That was up last night as well. Here it is. first video on her channel on live. So y'all go check that out and then watch with us. It comes on FX 10 p.m. Friday nights. It'll drop on Hulu the following day. So if you don't have FX, catch it on Hulu and then join us back here again next week as we review episodes 2, 3, and 4. It's 5 episodes altogether. So we did 1 and 2 last night. 3 and 4 will be next week here at Royaire's World, and then we'll have our final episode over on Chronicles of the Gray-Haired Diva. And on the final episode, we will be allowing you, the viewers, to come in and have the conversation with us. So that's why we want you guys to watch and join us, okay? I think that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Well, listen, beautiful people, we thank you so much. Please remember to hit that like button again, comment your thoughts and opinions down below so we can keep the conversation going, and subscribe to my channel and Chronicles of the Gray-Haired Diva. We'll catch y'all next time in Royaire's World. Love y'all and have a wonderful Friday and a safe weekend. All right, y'all. See y'all later.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.